Hi guys, this is Joni. I'm back again tonight to show you some of the eye products that I bought at Ulta tonight. And I have been following some makeup videos on YouTube, and I decided to branch out and try different products this year. I use a lot of the Urban Decay products, and I'm just finding a lot of their palettes are real similar. So I want to try something new this year. Each year I treat myself to one really nice palette, and I might fill in with a few less expensive palettes during the year. But I had heard a lot about Revolution Makeup, and I believe it's made by Revlon. And yeah, it's called Revolution Makeup Revolution London. And this was $10. And I thought it was a really good buy. There are a lot of frosted colors, and these colors here are the matte, because I can't do all frosted. I can do frosted on my lids, but over my lids I can't. It just makes me look it shows up the wrinkles and the fine lines more for me. So I thought this was really great the way they had, they mixed the matte colors and the frosted colors, because I do like the frosted colors, but just on my lids. So this was $10, and I thought that was a really good deal. I mean, there's lots of pretty colors. The only one I'm not crazy about is maybe this gold. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it. I will try it one day when I'm off from work. Um, this one, this is sort of a gray. I think that one might be a little too blue for me. I'm not sure. But for the majority of the colors, I love. I really like a lot. So, what I look for in my color palettes is that they have good pigment, and this palette has really good pigment. I don't want to be shoveling on the eyeshadow, um, because then you obviously you go through it faster and it looks caked on. So I would rather get a little bit better eyeshadow than get a really inexpensive one that doesn't have a lot of pigment, and you need to really press hard, and then you're using more eyeshadow. And then I don't like eyeshadows that I have to press really hard on my lid. So I thought that this one was really good, and it's called Makeup Revolution. And that was a tip that I got from another over 50 lady that, you know, has a lot of experience with makeup and different kinds of makeup, high end and low end. And she said, for the price, this is a really good makeup. So I trusted her opinion and I bought it. And it's what I have on my eyes now. And I like it. I wouldn't shy away from the dark colors so much. I might look at some of these and think that's a little out of my comfort zone. It's a little too dark for me. But when they go on, they're really not that dark. They don't. The colors obviously don't look as as dark as they do here in the palette. But I will tell you that for a long time, I didn't wear primer on my eyelids before I put the makeup on, the eyeshadow on. And I did, I was looking for a new eye primer, and it just so happened that I bought another palette of eye makeup, and this came with it. It was a freebie, and this is made by Lorac. And it felt like it went on pretty dry, so I felt like I had to work quick to get the eyeshadow on after I applied the eye primer. So I don't know if I will purchase this when this kind of, um, it's not a sample size, but there's not a ton of product in it. But I don't know if I will repurchase that. I like Urban Decay's. I like their eye primer. I also like MAC, but MAC is really pricey, so I try to stay clear of them a little. So I think I'm gonna just try other products before I'm looking for a less expensive one than MAC, but one that works as well as like Urban Decay. That it stays moist for a little while before it dries up, because once it's dry, I don't believe it works as well. I don't think the makeup will stick to the primer as well. So, I'm on the lookout for another lesser expensive eyeshadow primer. So if any of you have had any good experience with one, I would love it if you would leave me a comment down below, um, because we're all here to help each other, and um, I'm always happy to tell you any good news that I have. So I would love it if you had some product that you thought worked well. I know people that they use foundation or even under eye concealer and they use that as primer. I don't find for me it works as well, um, but that's just me, and I find that with the foundation, then that has a little bit too much color in it for me, and I feel like I don't get the true color of the makeup. But the other eye palette that I picked up was Lorac, and I love the colors in this one also. And now this one has, the bottom row is frosted makeups, and the top row is all matte. And the colors look really dark, but going on, they're not terribly dark. I love the colors, except for maybe this one. I don't know. I have blue eyes, but I find that, when blue, I don't know, it just makes me look like, you remember Mimi on the Drew Carey show? I feel like it makes me look like Mimi on the Drew Carey show. I don't know what it is with blue. And that's kind of a more of a blue, grayish blue. Um, and the colors look really dark, but they're not terribly dark going on. And you can control how dark things go on. Use a little less and blend it out. And if it's not dark enough, then add a little more and blend it out. It doesn't have to go on super dark if you don't want it to. So I find if I just do the once over and blend it in, I'm good. Blending is really important. I tend to take a brush. What did I do with my brushes? Oh, I take a longer brush like this to do my blending, and I do like a windshield wiper kind of thing, back and back and forth, and I apply it up high and then drag it down. Um, I use the frosted colors on my eyelids, and I use the MAC colors over my eye. I have hooded eyelids, so it's really hard to work with. In order for you to see that second color, I really have to go up kind of high because my eyelids are hooded. So I don't have those beautiful eyes that people have where they're kind of sunken in and you can see their like their, what would you call it? Like their socket bone here, I don't have that bone structure to work with. My eyelids are pretty full and they're hooded, like I said. So I have to deal with a lot that crease line. So I don't like any kind of like a creamy eyeshadow. It just all collects in that crease and gets stuck there. It doesn't look very good. But so this is Lorac. This I bought it at Ulta. I want to say it was it 50 or 54, something like that. Um, but I love the colors, and they last a long time. Last year, I buy myself each year one really good eye palette. Last year, it was Naked 3, and I love this one. But this is a year worth, and I use this probably 5 out of 7 days a week. I use this, and there's really only one color going low. And if I had to, I could replace that color because obviously I really like it if it's running low. But, lots of makeup companies sell a color similar to that I could replace, a color close to that. But basically, I have a full palette there because when you buy good products, you don't have to use a lot. You don't have to cake it on. It goes on smooth and nice, and it's easy to blend, and you don't have to go over it again and again. I do one swipe of it and blend it, and I'm good. So the colors look really dark in the palette, but you would be surprised it's not as dark once you put it on. But with the eye primer, it definitely holds the color. So, like comparing if you didn't use primer and if you do use primer, the color you get more color that sticks to your eyelid. Um, it comes out lighter if you don't use an eye primer. But I think, especially as you get older, I think those primers are real important because, I'm postmenopausal, so my skin is dry and, I need something underneath my makeup to hold it on. And these two makeups, they last. They last. I've had this on for hours now. It looks like I just put it on. So I was really happy with my purchases today and grateful for the advice that I got online from some of the older women. So I just wanted to share that with you. I was very happy with the Makeup Revolution, and I don't know for sure, but I'm thinking maybe could it be made by? It says Makeup Revolution of London. So I don't know, is this made by Maybelline? Because it was in near all the Maybelline not Maybelline, Revlon. It was in near all the Revlon products. So I don't know if this is like a higher end Revlon product. But, price isn't the thing with me. I don't have to spend a lot of money to know that it's a good product. A good product is a good product no matter what it costs. And I would stand behind this one. Um, and I'm real happy with the Lorac, but I mean, if you look at how much you get, I mean, this palette has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 colors in it. This one, the Makeup Revolution, has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. This has 12. The Lorac, to me, looks like a lesser product. It definitely is. But like I said, if you use a good brand, a small amount goes a long way. So that was just my review on those things, and I hope it helps you out when you're choosing your products. I am grateful for anybody who is a subscriber for supporting my channel. I know that makeup isn't usually what I talk about. I'm all into planners, but being it was a makeup day for me, I thought I'd share what I learned. And so if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up, comment, and subscribe. Thank you and have a good evening.